Okay guys, so I have just a few minutes here, so I wanted to show you inside the 4th grade Math with Confidence. Now, I picked up the Instructor guide off of Amazon, and then when Well Trained Mind had a sale, I picked up the PDF or the ebook of the student workbook. In this level, you're going to have one teacher's guide, which is pretty thick. I feel like it's a lot thicker than the younger grades. And then you are going to have 2 student workbooks. So I like to have the PDF or the ebook because I like to be able to print it, and then I'll be able to do that again when my next student goes through this. So it just makes it easier. I print off, a few lessons at a time, and then I just hole punch it and put it in his binder. So let's go ahead and take a look at our student or our teacher's guide. So we just have our table of contents. There are 16 units in this one. We have review of multiplication and division, place value, mental multiplication, fractions and mixed numbers, mental division, area and perimeter, written multiplication, angles, length, long division, geometry, equivalent fractions, written multiplication part 2, decimals, time, weight, and capacity, plot lines and averages. Then we have resources in the back. Complete picture book list, complete memory work list, scope and sequence, materials list, and blackline masters. So here is what you are going to go over when you first get it. It's going to talk a little bit about the program. This program is great for lots of reasons. Scripted and go lessons, unit wrap up and checkpoints, lots of good notes, and lots of fun games. So that is just going to give you a little bit about it. See if there's talks about that you're going to do lessons, you're going to do memory work and warm-up activities, you're going to do your lesson activities, your independent practice with your workbook pages. There's optional enrichment, picture books, enrichment activities, and unit wrap-ups and assessments. The thing I like about it is it has pacing and checklists, so it will tell you at the end of each of them if it's a good idea for your student to move on or not. So the other thing I like about Math with Confidence is it has 4 lessons per week, and it will take 36 weeks. It also gives options now to if you want to teach 5 lessons per week, and then there are ones where you can skip things if you want to add in the enrichment. So it gives you a couple of different options with scheduling, which I do not remember in the other guides. So the thing I also like about Math with Confidence is it's very affordable, and you can create your own math kit. Now, if you've ever used another math curriculum that has a math kit, you probably already have these things. A lot of these things can be purchased and reused year after year, so it makes it very, very affordable. This year, you're going to need small counters, play money, pattern blocks, base 10 blocks, a 1-foot ruler, a protractor, 2 packs of playing cards and 2 dice, blank paper, and pencils. And then it's got a couple of other things that you'll need as well. So here is what the first unit looks like. It's going to be review of multiplication and division. It's going to tell you all of the lessons in this unit, extra materials you're going to need. Then this is the actual first lesson. So this is Unit 1, Lesson 1. And so you have your warm-up, then your activity, Activity B, and then your first activity with C, which is your game. So climb and slide. And then it just keeps going the same way day after day. So let's get to, let's see. So I think this is your first enrichment activity. I didn't see any others as I was flipping through, but I could have missed it. So you have your warm-up, review memory work, your math picture book, your enrichment activity, and then a unit wrap-up. And then this is going to be your answer key for the whole unit. And then this is your Unit 1 checkpoint. So you are going to go through this and decide, is my child ready to move on? Or if they need more practice, what they can do. So let's look at the resources in the back of the book. This is the complete picture book list. This is the memory work, because this is considered a classical type approach to math, I believe. They work with Well Trained Mind, which is classical. scope and sequence of everything that you're going to be doing, your materials list to build your math kit so that you have everything on hand. The Blackline Masters, these are nice to have. You can print these out, laminate these, or put them in a page protector so your student has them at all times. So these are very nice to have and make copies of. All right, now I'm going to show you the student book. So as I said, I do not have this printed the whole entire thing, and I don't have the workbooks to show you, but this is what this is basically essentially what the lessons look like. This is that climb and slide game that they were talking about. This is your lesson activities so here's activity A, B, and C that we talked about in lesson 1. Can't talk today, sorry. Here is your next. Now, this looks very simplistic, and I think sometimes that holds people up because it does look so simple. But honestly, you're doing a warm-up section, you're doing your actual lesson, you're doing, this worksheet page, and you're incorporating other things. So for us personally, I feel like this is more than enough. I would not want to use this workbook just on its own. You definitely want to use the teacher's guide. So I'm just going to show you the first few. So this is the practice page. So this is set up a little bit different than the other ones. I didn't use their 3rd grade level, so maybe the 3rd grade similar. This is actually your practice page. And then you have your review page that your student is doing on their own. So it does give them a little bit more practice than maybe the other levels did. All right, I have a crying baby, so I need to wrap this up. But let me show you just these that I have. I'm skipping a little bit, but you can basically get the gist. All right, so that is the 4th grade Math with Confidence. Let me know down in the comments if you have used it, if you'd like to try it, anything like that. I will leave the links down below in the description box. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!